the Frenkie De Jong situation, because this has just taken another turn, man, and is obscene. So it looks like we're not going to get Frenkie De Jong at all. I think we're actually giving up because it's just proving to be too complicated.
Yep.
And so he may sign for Chelsea, but I'll say more about that in a minute. But the stuff with Barcelona is nuts. So basically, the Barcelona club have determined that Frenkie De Jong's contract, along with 3 other players like Ter Stegen and some others I can't remember exactly, that all of their contracts are unlawful because they were negotiated with the last board member or whatever, Bartomeu?
Yeah, Bartomeu, I think.
Bartomeu, yeah. And so the idea was that they would defer their wages because of the COVID stuff. They got paid, he deferred 18 million euros of wages or something for over 2 seasons. And the idea was that the contract would be extended for 2 years, and then also the wages would be topped up on the wages and paid back. However, Barcelona have basically decided that this contract was criminal or something like that, and they're pretty much saying that if you don't annul this contract and revert to your previous one, we're going to take you to court. And so, but
how can they back that up?
I know, it's absurd. And dude,
but does that mean they have to go back to paying him his full wage?
Well, the thing is, he's actually on, his wage is actually higher than it was in the old contract at the moment because he's being repaid the deferred wages. But the way they see it is he should go back to the previous wage, but then also not pay him the wages he deferred. So even if you want him to revert to the previous contract, don't you at least need to fucking pay him back for what he should have received during that time period? That is just totally absurd. That's so insane. I don't get that.
Barcelona are like
scum.
I remember about 10, 11 years ago when Barcelona were basically just the best club in the world, like undeniably the best club in the best team in the world, and everyone loved them, and they were winning the Champions League, and they basically only just, because for a long time they didn't as they say, that didn't sully their shirt with like sponsorship deals, and then they effectively God, when was it they sponsored, was by Qatar Airways or something?
I know,
is that right?
yeah.
They used to put UNICEF on their shirt, didn't they?
Well, yeah, because no, it wasn't for free. It was basically the UNICEF deal was that they donated, they were the largest donator or something like that, and because of that they were allowed to have UNICEF as a logo. Right.
So another pile of horseshit.
They did a good thing with that one. I don't want to talk shit about that one. But
no. Fuck.
But then Qatar Airways, and then now Spotify as well.
Yeah, Qatar Airways. So you have UNICEF on your shirt. Yeah. It's like, oh, look at us. We're such givers. We believe in humanity and all of that. Apart from when it comes to Qatar, like, fuck you.
Yeah, and then
this is fucking meaningless.
Yeah, and look, Frenkie De Jong did them a favor by deferring his wages because they were losing money because of COVID and so on, and then they just want to fucking stab him in the back like that. Is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
And the other thing too is that they've signed like 7 players or something, and they're all, man, I gotta say, what a fucking window. Like they have signed amazing signings, but
sort of.
They're all really good players, but I mean, it could be,
players are really good.
It could be terrible if they can't register any of them, because if Frenkie doesn't budge on his wage, they actually can't. They won't be able to register them under financial fair play. And
I hope he doesn't.
Yeah, same. That would be hilarious. I'd find that so funny. And
although I've seen Aubameyang linked to Chelsea.
Yeah. He's
morning.
He's been offered to Chelsea and Man U actually. But I think the Barcelona have said that they're going to activate a 4th lever, so they're going to sell even more assets soon. and then if they're going to get rid of Neto, Aubameyang, and they want to get rid of Braithwaite, but he's also refused. and a few other guys, they still won't be able to register the players. So they really have to get rid of Frenkie De Jong, and unless he reduces his wage. And so basically because of this, like I said, they've threatened this legal action. So now they're basically just trying to intimidate him. And they've even conspired with the Spanish media, and apparently they were the ones that leaked like contract details and all this stuff. Because the way that the Spanish media is taking it is that Frenkie De Jong is the bad guy in this situation. And
it's horrendous.
Yeah, and it's gone to the point where Barcelona fans are like abusing Frenkie De Jong's car as it shows up to training. Like, so fans are actually like revolting against Frenkie De Jong. I mean, imagine loving, like, playing for the club of your dreams. Like, and he said it's because like of his grandfather or something like that, and he's so devoted to the club, and then they just completely turn on you like this. That must be heartbreaking.
Yeah. I've not. Can't imagine what it would feel like, but it's ridiculous.
And the whole time he's just said, I want to play for Barcelona. Like, I'll do it. You know, he just wants to play for Barcelona. But then he also wants to be. He just also doesn't want to have 18 fucking mil stolen from him.
Yeah, and it's like it's not like greed to ask for the like again when something wacky happens in football, I tend to think like, okay, what would it be like if this was a real, like, a normal person job? And in this situation, you've got to think, okay, so a normal person who earns, a normal wage, just wants to get paid.
What he's owed, yeah,
And
exactly.
Yeah, get paid what his wage is in his contract.
Mm.
He fully deserves that, regardless of, anything. He's played, and now he wants to be paid.
Mm. And yeah, so basically Frenkie's not going to budge, and now it has gone to Frenkie's lawyers have taken it to one to La Liga, and also to there's like a governing body in Spain that deals with stuff like this, and then also I can't remember what it's called, but there's that international organization which deals with financial fairness and stuff like that. Kind of like
the Court of Arbitration for Sport,
something like that. Yeah. Either way, they've gone to basically everything like that they can to, counter sue Barcelona. So Barcelona might actually get in a ton of trouble for this, if depending on what happens.
Yeah,
because they're pieces of fucking shit.
He'll still be employed. After that, he'll still be employed by Barcelona Football Club.
Yep.
Ridiculous. All of it.
I know. So it's what a shit situation, man.